Uncle Go Clips. Kind of improve your self style of living, and there are a lot of elements you touched on, explaining how people behave. I see that not only in software development but with a lot of things as well. I used to be like that a lot. Like I would start things like 50 things a day, just oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, and then I never finished them. So I kind of had to learn, teach myself to kind of dial it down a little bit and be like, all right, I'm not gonna start 50 things. Let's start two, because starting one just wouldn't satisfy me. So let's just start with two and trying to get them as finished as possible, right? And then getting to the part where everything that I start, I finish. So it was kind of a process of developing your own self. And I know
Same
it's
thing here too. Same thing here. I tried a lot of different stuff at the same time, learning multiple programming language simultaneously, and I failed big time. It was a big mistake trying to learn so many things at the same time. Yeah, continue. Sorry for diving
no,
in.
no, no, it's fine. I feel that that happens a lot to a lot of people. And while we're on that subject, do you kind of know what are some good tricks to get around that? Because I feel that's a huge problem for people. But sorry, before you start, I
Mm,
feel that it's actually good to try out a lot of things. I believe that a lot of people are
absolutely.
not in the
Mm,
yes mentality, and they're not doing anything, right? They're just like in a hamster wheel stuck. I also want to kind of push people to try different things,
mm.
but also to kind of learn when to drop them and kind of learn when to finish them when it's necessary.
Mm. Yeah, for me too. I fully agree. It's good to try a lot of things. It's good to try different things, but there's a time where you need to start focusing on smaller things, right? Break them down into little chunks and just focus on them, on those little parts, and not trying to like, okay, what have you been doing for the past 3 months? Yeah, I've been learning this. Like, whoa, okay. So you're never going to be really good at something. You're just like, yeah, I know about this a little bit, know about that a little bit. But like I said, it's good to be curious about new technologies, new things, new skills, new knowledge. But somewhere down the line, you have to focus. All right. I find it really, I don't know, strange, sometimes maybe even disturbing when I see adults. I mean, with adults, I mean adult people that are in your 40s, right? And you ask them, hey, you see them somewhere, maybe in the marketplace or somewhere outside. Hey, long time no see. How you doing? And what you doing now? He said, I don't know. I'm trying this. I'm like, dude, man, like the last time we met was 5 years ago, and you were trying this, and now 5 years later you're still trying this. Like, come on, you should by now at least know, okay, this is something. These are the two things, or the maximum, the three things I want to look into, I want to try. And so it's I think one of the way you can improve that is being held accountable. For example, if you have someone, um, friends or people, mentor, people who can like look into your work, look into your life, and say, hey, you've been distracted again. You've been distracted by this again. You've been distracted by that again. You should focus on this. You should make sure that you just put your mind on these two things, or on these three things, and not try to learn or dive into a field that uh, that you don't know about right now. You can do it in the future, but first let's finish this project. Let's finish this two project. And if you have been held accountable, being held accountable by people, by friends, family, partner, people around you, and that's a good thing. And the way you can do that is actually you have to communicate. You have to communicate that with someone, right? Nobody's going to come and say, okay, from now on, I'm going to make sure that you only focus on these two projects. So you have to go to someone and say, hey, look, I have an issue doing so many things at the same time, but I would like to focus on these two things. And if you ever see me, if you catch me doing this, please let me know. Please warn me about it, and so that I can focus on the things that are important. And so you have to communicate, and that's the a huge step So that's where most people even stop, or they fail. They're just coming, just being open and say, hey, look, I have this problem. I have this problem with hanging around on YouTube all day. I have this problem with hanging around on Instagram all day and being distracted by this all day. Can you please help me? And just let's say someone that could give you feedback, maybe after a day or maybe after a week. You can meet that person and say, let's break down the things you did this week. Let's break down what you achieved this week. And the person, oh wow, good, according to this you doing a good job, and according to this you're focused. And if that's not the case, and the person can then tell you, okay, we should maybe get rid of this, get rid of that, for you to be able to focus. Yeah, that's one thing. And yeah, it's just also put in some, let's say, tagging the time limit, right? Like I said, 10 minutes. Do it for 10 minutes. Don't start doing something, okay, I want to do, I want to learn cooking, or I want to learn this, I want to learn software development, and I have to do it 3 hours like the way Nathaniel did it. Wake up early in the morning, do it for 2 hours, and afterwards, you don't have to do it that way. Try it for 10 minutes first. Just do it little chunks, and then from there on, just start to graduate, and then gradually go forward, and see how it goes. So don't put too much pressure on yourself. Just try very, very small. It's better to learn for every day for 10 minutes than doing it once a week for 3 hours, right? 10 minutes each day is much better than like doing it 3 hours a week. And so it's just that's two things, like look for someone, look for a mentor, friend, someone who can actually, yeah,
Yeah.
monitor or manage what you're doing, and just look into what you're doing, and they can hold you accountable. And the other things like time management. So
True, true. Those are some really valuable tips there.
Hey, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see the full version, go to the Uncle Gold Podcast YouTube channel or watch the next clip.